What's up, everybody? It's Fabio Poten. You know this, bringing you guys today another Jujutsu Kaisen chapter discussion. I want to talk about chapter 142. Let's talk about this bum-ass nigga Naoya. And let's talk about the GOAT, Choso, or a real one, Choso. I want to talk about those two things real quick, because this chapter was, it was pretty good. And I got some things I just want to say real quick. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright, now let's start off with chapter 142 of Big Brother's Back. I'm going to go through the chapter with you guys and just talk about the shit as it pops up and what I thought about it. So, we start off the chapter with Choso saying that I'm the oldest of 10 siblings. And it's kind of funny now reading this in hindsight, because Choso is answering Naoya's question. Naoya asks him, "What's up with your toughness?" Choso responds, "I'm the oldest of 10 siblings." And upon the first read of the chapter, my initial reaction, I didn't get this. And after rereading this in last chapter, I understand, oh, okay. It's a continuation of the conversation. Choso's a weird guy to begin with. And he is 150 years old. I do be forgetting this nigga's old as shit. And he's a weird guy, of what he was born from, who he is, how he's come to be, everything about him, everything that's gone on in his Shibuya event and so forth. So there's no surprise that this happened in this weird way. And it's just cool and kind of funny that he answered him kind of like that. And then now he's like, well, that's not the answer. That's not what I asked. You're not giving me an answer. But he did. See, and now you're doing something with frame manipulation. And I kind of caught on to this last chapter with Naobito, because he was the same way, and he was a Zenin, and he was also manipulating frames. And then last chapter, there was an interesting panel of when Naoya touched Choso on the chest, he turned into like a panel. I'll put it on the screen. He like turned into a panel, literally. Like I didn't really catch that at first, but then I started to realize, I was like, oh shit, did he turn this nigga into the frame or some shit? I'm not exactly sure how his ability works, but we will get it explained. But he does talk about it a little bit, saying that he can move at like 20 FPS or some bullshit. But anyways, now he's moving with the speed. But Choso adjusts by upping his visual, his reaction time mentally. But it's just not enough. And I gotta give Naoya credit for this, that when he goes in for the attack, it's not necessarily a power attack, but more so a sly attack, in which that he cuts Choso in the side to make him bleed. And shout out to Hack Godly. I don't know who this dude is. He just commented underneath my video, underneath my reaction. So he's the one that pointed this out, that potentially Naoya seems to be having overwhelming speed. Not potentially, he has overwhelming speed, but maybe he lacks in power, in which why he carries around a knife. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Shout out to Hack if that's what he thinks. That might be true. Maybe Naoya lacks power, but I'm not even sure why he has the knife. But regardless, it's good that he does, because he was able to counteract this. Maybe he walks around with the knife on him concealed at all times, maybe not. But then after Naoya cuts Choso, he goes on this long rant about how using weapons is uncool, and how his big brothers are not shit, and they walk around with their fucking blades, always showing them off. It's pathetic. And it's kind of funny, because you see that a lot in my community, at least when it comes to guns and firearms, and the niggas is always posting them online, walking around with them. I could kind of see where he's coming from with that aspect, because I'd be mad at these older dudes too, walking around with guns and shit out all the time. But I get him on this, but he's foul on this end, because he's saying that his brothers ain't shit. I would never say that about nobody I know. I would be like, damn, stop doing that. I do film walking around with shit open is kind of whack, just to walk around with it open. But he goes on this long rant about how his brothers should kill themselves and how they're not good examples. I like Choso's response here. And this panel was I was a little unclear about this panel at first, but now I understand that all this dialogue on this wall is Choso. When I was reading this in my initial reaction, I didn't understand that all this dialogue was Choso. And this expression on Choso's face of just like, damn, maybe it's because of them that you are who you are. Now you can't even understand that. That was some real shit. See, the dialogue in Kaisen began real sometimes. I'm a big brother. I got a little sibling. So what Choso's about to say is some real shit, right? Because now you're like, did you just say something nauseating? How absurd. But then Choso responds, whether they're superior or inferior, older brothers are role models for their younger brothers. If the older brothers take the wrong path, the younger brothers can avoid it. And if I take the right path, my little brothers can follow behind. What if you're strong because your older brothers are weak? Like he's saying. He's teaching Naoya some real shit right here. You ask why I'm tough. I'll tell you. It's because I didn't have someone to guide me, so I kept making mistakes. Nonetheless, I must walk ahead of my little brothers. That's why I'm strong. Answering his question again that he asked him last chapter, why are you so tough? He's telling you. And I felt this. I got a younger sibling, and I felt this on a spiritual level. I fucked up hella mistakes throughout my life, running around, doing shit that I shouldn't be doing, and I'm happy that my younger siblings seen some of the shit that I did and stayed away from it. And they're not like me at all. Like, they work at a hospital. I'll put it like that. So they're definitely doing the right thing. And I felt this, like, that's why I'm strong too. I gotta keep making mistakes, fucking up, but fuck it, I'm gonna find a way. And I felt that, cause we just always gonna persevere. That's the older sibling. I don't got nobody older than me, nobody to look up to. It wasn't like, damn, that's the nigga that's the example. No, I just gotta make the example, and whatever that is, sometimes it might be what it is, sometimes it might be the opposite. Don't do that. But regardless, that's what makes us tough. Going through those lessons helped me, so I felt him. I felt Choso when he said that. And then Choso manipulates the blood that he's losing. Now you can't understand. And then we get explanation from Gege. I'm calling this the Gege box from now on. Gege gives us the dialogue. Death paintings have mixed blood from cursed spirits and humans. They have a special constitution capable of converting cursed energy into blood. As long as they have cursed energy, they won't die of blood loss. This nigga's broken. As long as he got cursed energy, he won't die of blood loss. And then he's manipulating the blood superly to the point where it's flooding the hallway. And I love what he does here. Uses that as a distraction, moves it slow so that Naoya slows himself down so even Choso can catch up. That was some brilliance right there. Because Naoya says, what a slow attack. He must be dying from blood loss after all. But no, it was to make Naoya not use his ultimate speed so for Choso could get in there even in the first place. Because we know, now, Choso knows he's not faster than Naoya. It was a fake out. It's just, don't make, you make me nuts sometimes with the fight IQ. But Choso goes in for the bloodshot. He misses. Naoya dodges it using the frames and shit. But he notices that leg gets on his fucking, what's he called right here? A hakama. Some Japanese garb. I'm not from Japan, as you can see. He says, my legs feel heavy. Is he controlling the blood on my hakama? And then Choso gets him cornered. You know what comes next. This is checkmate. You sure? They have the classic Texas showdown, you know, the Western. Naoya comments, my curse technique traces movement at 20 FPS. That's when I brought up the Nobita stuff, and I put the panel back then about, I don't know what he's doing exactly, but I wonder what he did when he turned Choso into a frame or I just don't know. I have no idea, but we'll see. And one of my favorite parts was the fake out. Naoya goes in, moves first, but notices that Choso hasn't fired. He said he isn't releasing his attack, and then we get the Gege box again. This move was a Choso original. Born of Choso, honing his own curse techniques for 150 years. And when we get that supernova, that buckshot shotgun style, shout out to Yusuke Urameshi, and bang, boost that nigga. You see the impact just doom going, it's gonna be, in the panel. I love his okay, like the angle. One thing I've always loved about Kaisen is just these black ink splats. I don't know why, I've always been intrigued by it. It's always gotten me into the series. I know the art hasn't always been the best. I'm not an artist, but I know as just a consumer. But this shit right here, clean. That buckshot, and this nigga now went white-eyed. See, now he's a bum. Alright, now let's get to the point. Now he's a bum. I don't know if this dude got fans or not, but he's a bum. He's fast, okay. He can do some frame manipulation. This is the dude that's gonna take out Megumi. I don't know. Choso is a special grade. He is OP, but still, like, cause it looked like this is it. He went wide-eyed, and he's on the floor. The only reason I believe he gets saved here, just to my knowledge, who knows, maybe something will come up next chapter where Naoya had another ace up his sleeve. But to me, the only reason he gets saved here is because Yuta pulls up and low diffs Choso, literally low diffs him. Like a neg diff, actually. This might be like a negative diff. That's what actually happened. But yeah, Naoya, you're a bum. This. At first, I thought he was gonna be misogyny, right? Well, he is misogyny, right? And he comments that Maki should only just be a woman, that she's a disgrace to the family, and that Mai is only nice because she has big breasts, and then that she's just like compliant, I guess. I don't know. Nigga's weird, all right? I thought he might still be nice. He's gonna go on a, oh yeah, I'm gonna go kill Megumi. Man, what? I'm gonna go kill Yuji Itadori, Megumi. At this point, I feel like he would have got bodied by Yuji and Choso. They would have just bodied him. Because he goes wide-eyed, and I think he's done. That's just me. I think he's done, bro. I think the supernova was enough to KO this. Choso was about to put this dude on the shirt, but now you stink. You stink. Now you might be the worst Zenin we've seen so far. Okay, I'm gonna relax. But so far, I think now he is the worst Zenin. This nigga a bum. He stink. Get him out of here. But then Yuta, as I said before, Yuta pulls up with, I guess, a dead Yuji Itadori body, quote unquote, aka Sukuna in there wilding. Choso notices. He looks shook. What? And then he gets punched several times in the face by Yuta, and it just knocks him out. And then Yuta says, looks like you're hurt. Now you're condescending probably. And yeah, Edgelord Naoya is here, sleepy as fuck, looking tired, looking fly in his coat and his hair. But yeah, still don't know what's gonna happen with this Yuji stuff. I'm interested to see. He's not dead. He's not dead. Is Sukuna gonna come back? Who knows? Now, one last problem I do want to say, 'cause I wanted to save the hate for last. I still do think this shit is going on too early. This is what's probably gonna happen. This is what I think is gonna happen after this. Potentially, we might just go straight back to the academy, and we get more into the Yuji Itadori execution arc. We get some more probably exposition, characters talking. Hopefully, we'll see what happens to Nobara. Maki 2 for the Maki fans, because they're worried about Maki 2, but Nobara. And then we'll see what happened up with them. But I still just think, man, I would have liked just some decompression after Shibuya. We got straight into the shits. And this is like, it's kind of hard for, I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of hard for me to get hyped for a fight when I just literally saw Yuji at the apex fighting Mahito, finally. Get all the smoke, the revenge for everything Mahito has done for all these chapters. And you know, seeing these niggas fighting now in your Choso, like it's aight. Like it's cool. It's a good chapter. It's good for Choso's character. Now you're a bum, he stink. You to put Yuji on that shirt. But like, I would have preferred to get maybe some more slowed down chapters. Maybe just one or two more chapters before we got straight into the chapter when now, because they just met up so fast. Like now you said he was gonna go find these niggas, and then the next week he found these niggas. I think we should have had 2 chapters in between those chapters. He said, I'm gonna go find these dudes. We should have had maybe one more chapter of characters just talking, some more aftermath of, yo, this is what's going on. This is what happened in Shibuya. But you know, it is what it is. That's just a personal thing. That's just me. I'm just a nigga. I'm just a dude on the internet talking. But yeah, that's Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 142 discussion. Just want to talk about that, get those ideas out there. Just a little ramble, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm Fabio Potent. I'm gonna get out of here. Comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me what y'all thought about the video. Tell me what y'all thought about this chapter. Do y'all got the same problems as me? Does anybody out there feel like, man, we should have just slowed down just a little bit? Like, oh, this is cool, but man, I would have just liked to just ease up a little bit. And we're gonna get it. I think we'll get it, but man, the stakes have just been so high. I need to relax, unless go time and something I don't know is about to happen. But yeah, tell me what y'all think. What y'all think about this chapter? Is there any Naoya fans out there? Defend this nigga. You can't. And yeah, now you're a bum. I'm out of here.